For this Flemish string style string, I'm going to be using B50 bowstring. It's like a synthetic string. And I've going to be making it out of 2 different colors just because I found that when I do the wraps, which you'll see, it's kind of easier to pay attention. I'll be using some wax, some string wax. And then I'll be doing the serving string, which just strengthens the area where you put your hand all the time, and it's just like a thicker style of thread, nylon thread, I guess. So yeah, all right, let's get to work. So when you're making a bowstring, the first thing that you need to do is establish how long the bowstring is going to be. I make my bowstrings 11 inches longer than what the actual bow is. So in this case, the bow that I'm making this string for is 68 inches long, so I'm going to add 11 inches to that, and it comes up to 72 inches. Sometimes, a lot of times, my table's not long enough, so I just take a board and I just drill some holes and I put some smooth framing nails in that I can remove if I have to, pretty easy, but yet are stiff enough to where I can put some tension on. The reason why you want to make it a little bit longer is because you got to incorporate the loops when we're doing the twist. So we'll get to it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with the white, and I'm just going to simply tie it off to one of these. And then once I get it tied off, I'm going to wrap it around 4 times. So this is going to be a 16 strand string. So you can count out loud with me if you want. So this is 2. 3. I think that's 3. No, this is, yeah, 3. This is 4. All right, where I am. So I'm going to go ahead and tie this off. Some people do this up against the wall or whatever, have some nails on the wall, but hey, you know, whatever works for you. So, all right, now I'm going to do the black ones, and pretty much the same thing. Tie it off. Here we go. 1. 2, 3, 4. 4. So altogether, that should be 16 strands. And that's what we want. So I'm going to tie this off. So my next move is to go ahead and separate these. 4 on each side, count them. And what I do is I just simply cut them off. Uh-oh, wasn't supposed to do that, but that's all right. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut the other end, but this I'm going to go ahead and cut these white ones back too. And go ahead and remove that now. Alrighty. Okay, so the next step that I do is I take a comb and I try to brush these out the best I can to kind of separate them. And what you want to do is you want to taper these like a 1/4 inch down from one another. Just use a really sharp knife. So, yeah, I'll start on this end. Like I said, a really sharp knife. I don't know, an 1/8 inch, whatever. So, I'm sure there's somebody out there watching that's probably got a slicker way to do this, but this is how I do it. So, and there's jigs that you can buy too that actually make that you can wrap it a certain way. I've never used one of those, so I don't know what. I don't even know how to use one. So this is how I was taught how to make bowstrings. So now I'm just gonna trim these off and we'll move on to the next step. So I got them trimmed out and I'm gonna put a little bit of wax on here. Not a lot, but a little bit. Okay, so we're going to establish how far we want to get the loop in the string. So I want to be able to tie the loop off about here, and then the rest of it I want to be able to secure to the string, which I'll show you. So I usually leave these tails, I guess that's what you would call them, about, I don't know, 6 inches long. And so I'm going to start about probably, I don't know what that is, 8-10 inches back, and I'm going to twist away. I'm going to change the camera angle so you can see this, but I'm going to twist away and pull back. So let me get the camera changed and angle changed. Okay, so here we go. I put my hands in here like this, and I pinch one of these, the string, and I'm going to twist this string away from me, and then I'm going to pull the white one. I'm going to twist the white string away from me and pull it pull it back. And I'm just going to keep repeating that. And you want to keep tension too, and that's why I didn't cut the other end. All right, so it's going to be looking like this. And I keep my finger right here, my finger and thumb to pinch to keep tension. Twist away, pull back. Twist away, pull back. I'm going to see if I can get a better angle, but this is what we're going for right here, if you can see that. And I want to put that down. Oh, shoot. And this is where the wax really plays a big important part. So it's going to look like that. So I'm going to put some more wax on here, and you can see, I'll get my hands out of the way here in a second. Shoot. So yeah, so you can see what we're going for. All right, let me change this angle again. Okay, so That's what I have. So I put my fingers right here, hold that. I'm gonna take this black one, twist away, and then I'm gonna come around with my fingers and grab the white one and pull it back, keeping it taut. And then I'm simply going to twist the white one away and then pull it back. And now the black one's gonna be on here ready for me to twist away. And then I'm gonna reach around and grab the white one. And there we go. And that is about the size of the loop that I'm going to want, which is about 1.5 inches, I believe. I don't want it too big because I know it's going to stretch out. So now I'm going to set that down, and I'm going to put a little bit more wax on here because I don't want this string to go anywhere. I want it to stay put. All right, moving on. All right, so I've established how big I want my loop. So I'm simply going to take this and fold it over. And this is the reason why, one of the reasons why I like using different colors of string. And I just put them together, and we're going to do the same twist, but I'm going to switch sides, and that's why I like a board, so I can jump back and forth. So I'm going to switch sides and do the wrap. I'll show you how to do that. All right, here we go. So I'm simply going to twist away, turn, twist away, turn, twist away, turn, twist the white one away, turn. This is what we got so far. And this right over here, it kind of wants to start tangling up, so I try to leave a lot of, kind of straighten it out the best I can. So I'm just twisting away, twist away, spin, twist away, spin. These were actually probably a little long, but that's all right. Because you can trim them off if some of them stick out. So I am keeping quite a bit of tension on here. So all right, so now I'm going to utilize my wax to try to hold this together. Okay, we're just simply going to do that same technique on the other side, but that's what we're going for right there. So, and then if there's any excess, which I'll show you later, once I get it on the bow to do the serving string, I'll show you. But another thing that I like to do too is kind of put some tension on here to try to pull that tight. But yeah, so that is a Flemish loop. Whenever I make a new string, you know, you got to adjust the length of it to get the right brace height. But I put it on a bow, and I like to, even if it's not at brace height, kind of stretch it back. It kind of lets these twists seat in, and then I can trim off the excess little stuff, you know, that's hanging off that looks kind of weird. But I'll just let it you know, stretch out, and then I'll take it off. And how to shorten the brace height is to take it take the string loose, and then I take the bottom one and then I just twist it down and put it on there. And if I can do this. Yeah, there we go. So it's getting there. Just keep stretching it, keep getting it till you get to brace height. So yeah, that's what I do. So string's looking good. Next we're going to do the serving. Alright, so now we're going to do this string serving, and I have a little serving tool that I bought. I got off of Three Rivers Archery years ago. It makes it, for me, it makes it a lot easier, and I like it when things are easier for me because so I don't struggle. So here's how I do the serving. This is the way I do it. So this is the top of the limb. So I know that the arrow nock's going to be probably about a ½ inch above where the arrow rest is. Somewhere, it depends, you know, after you shot it for a while, you know. So I simply just figure out how, you know, where my hand's going to be on the string. And I just kind of go probably, I don't know, about right here, a little down below the handle, and I'll just hold it on like this, and I'll go ahead and get it started. And the cool thing about this little tool is you can adjust it, which is not adjusted. You can tension it, and it takes you a while to get her set up, but there. So I just start wrapping, and I'll adjust the tension as I go to make it easier on my, and I just, there we go. I think it's a little tight yet. And I just keep doing this until I get up to, my goal is to get up to about right here. So overall it's about 7 inches. So okay, so we are about where I like to stop, but I also take in consideration that this string is going to stretch, so I go a little higher. Because like right here is the, let me see if I can adjust this. Let me adjust this really quick. So this is where the arrow rest is, so I want it to be, whenever I'm grabbing the string, I want to have my finger up above the arrow nock, which is going to be somewhere around through here. So I know that I'm past that, and I can get my thumb, because how I shoot is I put one finger above and 2 fingers below the arrow nock. So anyway, so I know that I'm there, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this off, about, I don't know, 10 inches. Then I'm going to loop this around just like this. Let me adjust the camera again. I'm going to cut it loose, loop this around about right here, And then I'm going to wrap the opposite way, about 6 times, just like that. Or 5, or however many. And then I'm going to take that and hold that just like that. And then I'm going to slowly unwrap this the opposite way and not do that. And then I'm just going to pull this end here, and I'm going to pull it taut, and I think I did that right. Alright, so there we go. And then before I snip that off, I'm going to take a drop of super glue, and I'm going to just put a little drop right here and let it set up. There we go. And so my arrow knock, whenever I'm going to go out and shoot it and figure out where I need to put my arrow knock, but that's a whole other video. And so that's how you make a Flemish style string and do the serving. After I go out and shoot it for a while, I'll be able to let it stretch a little bit more, and then figure out where I need to put my mark where I need to put my arrow knock. When you're doing these strings, these twists, these have a tendency to slide, so you don't want to use too much wax, and you want to make sure that you wrap it the right way so it's not going to come undone when you put tension on it. But that's just something that you'll have to, it's more of an experience of doing it, and then you'll get it. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and share, and see you on the next video. Bye.